So I checked out a Bunnings warehouse with its very own tram stop, and then basically watched me completely and utterly fail at a tram museum, as well as walking to an abandoned Ferris wheel in a sketchy part of town in Melbourne's Docklands. These are 3 out of 7 mini vlogs that I've made for this video. But why 7 mini vlogs, you ask? Well, I recently had a 7-night holiday in Melbourne, Australia, and ended up making 14 public transport and city exploring videos from the trip. The only problem is I had all this extra footage that didn't fit the format for a full video. Literally random bits of footage here and there with not enough story to it for a full video. And if I didn't make this video, none of these clips would have ever seen the light of day, period. It's a bit of a waste. So if you're interested in trains, trams, and a bit of Melbourne exploration, then I hope you enjoy these 7 short films. I got a question to ask you. Where else in Australia can you see a Bunnings warehouse and a tram line at the same location? Melbourne. How goddamn Australian is that? Huh? Seriously? Fuck. I just want to start chanting it, should I? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Okay, so I may or may not have another chant. And there is a tram coming right there. Can you see him? Boop! Bunnings warehouse, where trams are just the beginning. Da da da! I fucking did it. Now it's time to jump on my Bunnings warehouse tram. I just got out of the High Point shopping centre, that's why I'm here. Oh my god, I better jump on. Shit. Welcome to Swanston Street. The street has been called the busiest tram street in Australia. Yeah, it's not good enough. It's actually the busiest tram street in the whole world, apparently. There are more people riding the trams up and down here every day per year than anywhere else on Earth. I mean, that is a crazy statistic. Hence why they're building this thing behind me. This is one of 5 new stations. 5, baby. High five. This is going to be the new town hall station that will be opening up in 2025. And we'll be definitely coming back when that opens sometime this year. And that will definitely relieve a lot of pressure off the now busiest tram corridor in the world. And these trams are amazing for taking, a lot of people to and from the destination. But the thing is, the capacity is really not there anymore. Trams are very, very full. Hence why speeding trains going that way underground will be really, really good once it's open. How cool. On a bendy tram, one of the older style bendy trams, and I just looked at my window and I noticed this track here, and I was like, what is it? The others don't have it. Let's have a look. These 2 right here have it. Look at this. How interesting. Interesting. We all have to go to sleep at night, don't we? Including the trams. So it's getting towards the late afternoon and I was getting a bit bored. And I'm going home in a couple of days and I was like, let's just catch this tram and see where it goes, right? And it took me to an area near Brunswick, just past Brunswick. And they said, all right, this tram terminates. So I said, all right, I'll get off. Maybe I'll get out and have a look at the tram as it's at the end of the tracks. Oh no, it was not at the end of the tracks. After everyone got off the tram, it continued going. And I was like, where's it going? It's going to a tram depot. And I was like, well, shit, I have to film that. And here we are filming that. You can actually see all the trams inside. There's a lot more space for some more. Is that one coming? Oh wow, there's actually one coming out. Didn't expect this, but that's really, really cool. Let's see where he's going. Wonder if I can make him ding ding. Let's see if we can get a ding out of him. You ready? Here we go. Thanks, mate. We got one. Would you believe it? There's actually another tram coming right now. And there's a train coming on our left as well. This is an interesting shot. I really don't know what to film right now. There's 2 trams, 2 trains, and a guy changing tracks next to a garbage truck. Okay, I don't know what to film. The life of a YouTuber, huh? It's a hard life. The other guy's coming out to do the same thing. There he goes. Checking the tracks once he's moved them, just in case. They're a bit loose. Taken out by cyclists. Fucking hell. Yeah, how good does that look, huh? That's amazing. So it's currently a few days later on a different line at Moreland station. And as you can see, this line is elevated too. But this line has done something that the other line maybe hasn't done at all the stations, if any. I don't really know. I'm not fully sure. But this line has kept, at least for this station, its old original station. It's not just that though. They've got an old switching room. Look at this. Look at this interesting railway history. Really glad they kept this, huh? That is awesome. Oh, they could have allowed the pulley systems to continue working. Yeah, they do. This one works. Very cool. really like what they've done here, making this area really walkable and beautiful, and keeping the old railway infrastructure. Look at that, platform 1. I wish they'd done that on the other line that we were just on. Maybe the other line didn't have as historic the structures. Maybe the structures weren't that historic and that's why they pulled them down. Still, something would have been nice. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a walk in here. Ooh, very nice. Oh wow, it looks like the platform is still there. Kinda. If anyone wants to read that, just pause the video. But look at that. Wow. Oh, they've even got the tracks there. That's very clever. I know Civic Station in Newcastle has had a similar thing happen to it. And this is what it looks like, kinda. But there isn't any above ground station and there isn't a below ground station either. They've just cut it off completely. But they've left a bit of a garden here. This is Civic in Newcastle I'm talking about. Very nice. And unlike the other stations, this station has 2 different stations. It's not an island platform. So I'm not too sure why there's such a huge change in design for the different lines. They're both getting elevated in certain parts, but completely different designs. Interesting. Okay, so for this short film, I was walking around Melbourne wondering, what do I do today? And then I realised that Melbourne actually has its own tram museum. And I thought to myself, well, damn it, I'm here. I've got my camera ready. Let's film it for YouTube. Let's do this. The only problem is that it didn't go to plan. Alright, so one thing that Melbourne is extremely famous for, obviously, the trams, right? What would a tram city be like without its own museum? Well, out of all the years I've come to Melbourne, I didn't even realise Melbourne had a tram museum. Apparently it does, and this is the building right here, so let's go and have a look. And there's even one track off of the tram tracks that go into the... Have a look. Very cool. Definitely a little excited here. Gosh, I hope they're open. Can you imagine I walk into this place and they're saying, sorry, we're actually closed. Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the first time I've been to a tram museum that was closed. I went to Brisbane once, went into the sticks of Brisbane, far away to go to their museum. And their museum was actually closed. But it doesn't matter because I wasn't making YouTube videos then, so who cares? Let's check this place out, huh? Believe it or not, I just had a strong smell of old tram wood, old tram machinery. I can still smell it. The wind's blowing today and it's clearly coming through the workshop. You know that old, you know when you go to your nan's house, your pop's house, they've got really old furniture and they have that really distinct old smell whenever you walk into an old building. I can smell that and I'm outside. That's a little exciting. That's definitely a little exciting. And at this point, I came to realise that the place was indeed closed. God damn it. What a beautiful sight, huh? Hey guys, it's Gareth. Today we're doing a video about nighttime tram shots all around Melbourne. I'm on a bit of a holiday and I know a lot of you guys watching are train and tram enthusiasts just like I am, so I mean if you are, and if you're not subscribed yet, then what the bloody hell are you doing? You've got to subscribe! got a genuine question to ask, right? See how the building goes down all that way, right there? Doesn't do the same thing this way. It kind of just stops there, and then there's some sort of whatever that is. Does anyone know why? I'm gonna be completely honest, I actually don't remember this building looking this good the last time I was here at night time. 5 years ago or so, I don't know what it was. The lights literally look a lot brighter. They've probably put LEDs in them. They definitely punch up the colours, the sandstone, whatever the stone is of the building, of the bricks, right? The lights definitely have that punchier glow to it, if that makes any sense. It's more colourful, technicolor. Really pretty, put it that way. Station looks like from the other end. That's where we were standing before, but obviously we're standing here. This truly is one of the great stations of the world, I believe. Very impressive. Just on the back side, the back exit, or the back entrance of Southern Cross Station, is this amazing train yard. A really interesting shot about to happen here. This will be good. Get ready, guys. Freight train. Guys, it looks like we have reached Marvel Studios. What? Oh, it's Marvel Stadium. I obviously knew it was Marvel Stadium, but anyway, my question is, why did Marvel think to themselves, we are a multi-billion-dollar cinema franchise that makes really cool and some really shit comic book movies. I think what we need to build upon next is a freaking stadium. I don't know why they did that. On the plus side, wake me up when September ends. Green Day coming. They are awesome. There's that bridge. Oh, there's that bridge. There's the two poles of that bridge that we went to the other day. Is it the Bolte Bridge? We were literally underneath that bridge. Docklands over there. Very nice looking location. But Marvel? Seriously? But Marvel's like, you know what we need? We need to expand. And the other guys are like, interesting. How do we do this? We need a fucking stadium named after us. You sure about that? Well, anyway, the guy got his way. And don't get me started with fucking this. This looks like the most annoying fucking mini golf course you will ever come across in your entire life. Fuck. What the hell? Now, I know in the movie Twister, which is not related to Marvel in any way, but the movie Twister definitely has a cow that starts flying around. I do remember that. Or was it a horse? I don't know, one of those farm animals basically was just flying around, right? Does anyone remember that? Shut the fuck up, I'm making a video. And still here in the Docklands area, what's actually the purpose of all of this? Is that Hamish and Andy? Pretty cool vibe going on here. There's Channel 7 Studios over there. And Marvel Studios. I meant Stadium. Yeah. What are they doing here, Marvel? And look, there's actually a tram boat. Look what's on the front of it. Hang on. It actually says tram boat. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that before. And we got ourselves a true blue. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. That's a cool looking building. So this is the end of the Docklands Light Railway. Trams park there and they come back. They come back to the end station just there. So I'll have a quick look in this direction right now. When you see a big truck come along, and they don't come very often, well, here comes one now. You can see the shade. See the shade on the ground? It's like almost next to me. This is the extreme dead end of the Docklands light rail. Unusual. 2 toilets, I'm guessing for tram stuff only. Let's say you're a movie producer or a director and you need to film somewhere in Melbourne, right? Where the hell are you gonna go to film your big fucking movie? Right here, massive movie studios, huge. And apparently this is the Bolte Bridge. I have never been underneath here before in my life. Kind of an impressive location for filming a movie or a TV show. Hey, we are right next to the studios, and there they are. All those studio buildings are right there. This is a bit of an island, a bit of a peninsula. The river is surrounding us right now. Very cool view of shipping containers. But you know what? I like it. I don't know why I'm walking here. Will I find a dead body? Only time will tell. Yeah, isn't scenery beautiful? Come to the bush, they said. It would be clean, they said. But at least the bridge looks beautiful. Yeah? Alright. Yeah, I think it might be time to get back on a tram before I get murdered. It wouldn't be good. Well, I'm assuming they're alive, so I'll just leave them alone here. Look, I'm not a structural engineer, but it appears to me that those big pylons have no effect on the bridge. Like, what's it even designed for? What's it there for? I mean, it's just there to make the bridge look pretty, right? Seriously, if this location has not been used for a murder movie yet, like where the cops find a dead body and oh no, there's big problems, they've got to investigate who was the culprit for having killed this person. If they haven't utilised this spot yet, then they're going to need to, because it's an amazing spot. This is such an underutilised piece of land, and it's such a valued piece of land right next to the bridge. There's just nothing here. Party people on the party boat, but other than that, there's really nothing going on here. This should be like $1 million land. There should be like boardwalks going around this with trees and shrubs and I don't know, more buildings. I don't know. There should be something, not this. The district, Docklands, home to Melbourne's top attractions. I get the feeling there's something big right in front of me. I get the feeling. All right, so there's this big bloody Ferris wheel in front of me. I remember when I was here like 15 years ago. It was working, but then shortly after it stopped working, and then they had problems with it working for ages and ages and ages. In fact, I don't even know if it's working now. It might be, but for whatever reason, I had so many problems with this thing. Maybe it works. I haven't seen it running though. There's a bit of mess inside. Nothing too serious, but when you look over here, what the hell's going on with those two top windows? Is this thing actually abandoned? Still? Damn. Get the parallax movement going on here. Look at that. Okay, so I just Googled it. Yeah, this thing called the Melbourne Star. It opened in 2008, and then 40 days later, in 2009, it closed due to structural problems. And then it reopened again in 2013 after an extensive refurb, right? It was only brand new. And then it closed again in 2021 due to COVID. Apparently the business went into liquidation, so I mean they've built a lot of things around the Docklands. There's Costco, there's Woolworths down there, there's this huge shopping centre which I had to just walk down to get to this area, right? It's a bit of a tourist place. Why is that closed? There's even an upside down house here. So this place is a vibe, or it's trying its hardest to become a vibe. This particular vibe currently is no more. So we're at Footscray station. Just made it to the train station. Something really interesting is that this tram line literally does not go into the city. It stops well before the city, in fact. And goes back into the suburbs. How interesting. Kind of a unique station, this one. Very unusual architecture. I actually like it. And we will definitely be here. Your trains run through the Metro Tunnel and 5 new stations in 2025, so we will definitely be coming back for that. Look at this architecture, that's awesome. Looks like one of the metro trains, actually. What it'll be like. Very sexy train. That strange looking helicopter, I'm pretty sure is a water helicopter. It's a really hot day today. And I do believe this is my train. Just to show you where we are right now. Well, we're not there, but I'll point there anyway. There's Flinders Street Station and Southern Cross. Our hotel's in between. This is the main part of Melbourne, this whole area. We're all the way up here. Footscray. Well, I think this might be a great place to end the video. Here in St Kilda Beach, there's Luna Park right there on the roller coaster. Look, if you guys have been a part of my journey, I've made quite a few videos here in Melbourne, Australia about the trams, the trains, interesting things about them too, as well as Robbie Williams and Melbourne New Year's Eve. I almost said Sydney New Year's Eve. See, I've done Sydney that many times now. It's just New Year's Eve Sydney, straight away, right? It's been a fun adventure. Thank you so much if you've been a part of the journey. If you haven't already, give us a sub, and maybe a like, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you for the next one. Wherever I'll be, I don't know. But one thing I do know is I want you guys around for the ride. See you guys.